At point guard, D'Angelo Russell. At center, Nicholas Claxton. At forward, Cameron Johnson. At guard, Cameron Thomas. The head coach of the visiting team is Jordi Fernandez. Let's hear it for the starting five of your Atlanta Hawks. In the middle, 6'10", number 17, Onyeka At forward, 6'8", number 1, David Thompson. At guard, 6'1", number 7, Trey Young. At guard, 6'1", number 12, Eric. At forward, 6'7", number 11.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Williams at the 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thomas outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Terrell. Thomas with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Williams.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Johnson outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. And the wing jumper offline.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Thomas, good.
You don't want Thomas to heat up from out there. This man is a microwave scorer.
For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Drops in the tray. 6 points for Big Dog.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Russell passes to Johnson. Back to Russell. It's Thomas on the wing. And it's sent back by Okongwu. 4-on-3 break. Here's Terrell. Yep, that one goes.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The three from Thomas. Again, Thomas missing. Atlanta leading by 5. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Johnson outside. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Here they are. Go. 4.
Caris LeVert checked in for Atlanta. And the Nets also making a change. Melton's checked in. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Claxton finds Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to Claxton. Russell trying to free himself up. Claxton no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And that one misses. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look.
Oh, yes!
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Claxton against Okongwu. Here's Russell. No good again that time. The Hawks leading by 12. And now the latest from our reporter.
Nice finish.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Johnson outside. Outside Thomas. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Williams comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Russell. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Richard, take a look at DeAnthony Melton's game. A combo guard. And size him up for us.
He's one of the combo guards that every team loves to have on their roster. He can hit an open three, but he can also guard a #1 offensive player on the other end and take the challenge every single night.
Free throw drops for Melton. Melton hits them both. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Up top, Melton. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading by 14. Here's Terrell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Terrell's got 10 points in the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Melton kicks to Johnson. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Melton. Clock at 6. The shot. The shot that time, not on target. He gets it up. No good, shot missing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
They've got Clint Capella. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. And it's Young, and it's LeVert into the two-guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Took him no time at all on that one.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting.
Williams passes to Johnson. Sharp with a screen on LeVert. Here's Johnson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to talk to his guy. Atlanta making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Melton with the ball and guarded by Capella. Here's Watford. And the Nets miss again. The Atlanta leading by 20. And here's LeVert. Still without a basket. Here's Mann. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Shots good from Young.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson against LeVert. Pass to Melton. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Johnson. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Mann. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Mann's got 7 points for the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Williams' shot is off. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Melton passes to Williams. Sharp with a screen on LeVert. Pass to Watford. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Melton, no good. Atlanta's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Here's Young. And the layup is good. And that's now 6 points for Trae Young.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Caris LeVert.
Outside Williams. On the wing, Johnson. LeVert defended. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. The kid comes in for Mann. And it's Big Dog in for LeVert. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Trendon Watford. Thomas checked in for Johnson. And it's Russell in for DeAnthony Melton. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Russell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
Free throw good, Russell.
And Russell is a shoot-first kind of player, a combo guard who doesn't lack any confidence.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Outside Thomas. Spins. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Terrell. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Outside Thomas. Going inside, and then Thomas with the jam.
Sutton on the drive. Thomas just takes off.
Here's Terrell. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trae, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight. They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of them.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the up. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Young. Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's foul. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the three, the small forward. Russell feeling it out a bit. And he banks in the layup.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Shots good by Terrell. Terrell's got 20.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Johnson outside. With some arc, and they'll keep possession. Claxton no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
That's good by Terrell.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Nice find by D'Angelo. He's always had that great vision.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Terrell, backed in, coming off the assist from Young. 23 points for Big Dog.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
There's Russell with the three. Terrell pulls it in. Terrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Another three for Atlanta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Thomas. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Terrell. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Williams. Now Russell. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Terrell, the pass to Johnson. It's good. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Johnson outside. And here is Williams to stop the run. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
Atlanta's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Johnson inside. Covered by Johnson.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's Thomas outside. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Thomas got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets. Claxton against Okongwu. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Hawks have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
That free throw, no good. So for the Hawks, George Niang, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's LeVert in for the kid. And he sinks the second. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Melton with the ball. He's against Young. Melton, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it. Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
From the left block, he sends it through. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, here is Young, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him, but these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And so it's Atlanta, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Daniels out there with LeVert. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Niang in at power forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. It's good.
And look at Capella getting aggressive inside, shooting past the coverage like it's not even there.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Nets. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Melton. It's tipped. On the wing, Mann gets it to go from beyond the arc. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without it?
And that one's good. Daniels.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
And with a slam dunk by Johnson.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. It's Niang with the jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Johnson for 3. LeVert grabs the miss. The Hawks have got every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
Johnson against LeVert. Johnson attacking. Rebounded by the Hawks. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And stolen by Sharp. In transition, here come the Nets. And then Johnson with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's Sharp. Pass to Melton. Fires the 3. The putback. Missed it. Even after all those chances. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Atlanta.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Big Dog.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Larry Nance is checked in for George Niang. Reza Shea is coming in for Mann. And Wallace subbed in for Dyson Daniels. LeVert finds Wallace. Over Russell. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Hands it from downtown.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, Russell, at the end of the day, he's a gamer. You drain a 3 on his squad, he's coming back for revenge.
Pass to Reza Shea. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.